This is what you call an oasis.
That is nice.
The real deal. In we go. The water is so nice.
Nice.
Boom, made it. The Siwa Oasis, truly in the middle of nowhere. More than a 3-hour drive there, about 3 hours and 15 minutes, and there was nothing. There was like one gas station and 4 military checkpoints. No problem, just check passport. I'm glad to be here. My hostel is right around here somewhere, although I have a private room. So let's get checked in and then explore. Interesting view out the window here. So here is one of the reasons why I chose the place that I did. Decent Wi-Fi, not super fast, but at least not super slow. So here is the room, 2 beds, bathroom outside, but it is just $13 per night, and I have it to myself. So as I understand it, then this hostel is all rooms with 2 beds, and you can either choose to have a room in which you might have a roommate, or you can pay more. It was a little less than twice as much, and so it would be like, you know, $7 or something if you end up having a roommate, or if you share it, of course, with another person and then split the cost. But I was more than willing to pay another $6 and have the room to myself. And so I guess all of the rooms in here are rooms where there are 2 beds. It isn't exactly a hostel with like bunk beds. It's all just rooms with 2 beds. And so I was looking at a bunch of different accommodation options in the past couple of days before coming here, and there were some good choices, but there were various problems with different places. Either the location was, you know, a kilometer or two outside of the city center, and I wanted easy access to the city center to be able to, you know, just walk out and be in kind of the more happening area and have restaurants to go to in the evening. And then Wi-Fi was one that was a big problem with a number of places. The Wi-Fi rating, so on booking.com, then you can check reviews, and there is oftentimes a separate rating for the Wi-Fi, and then also you can read in the reviews and people will comment on the Wi-Fi sometimes. And so a bunch of places had bad Wi-Fi ratings, and so that was a factor. And then the reviews for this place were quite good. There were various places that had bug problems by the sounds of it, and I wanted a enclosed room that was definitely not going to have the bugs problem. Now, it might depend on the season. Here at the end of summer, maybe there aren't as many bugs, both flies and mosquitoes. It didn't seem bad out there at all for now. Then there was the price, 13 bucks. Other places were still very reasonable, you know, $30, $40, $50 a night. And for some very nice looking places with like really beautiful pools and everything, ideally I really wanted to be in a place with a swimming pool, but none of those places were quite working out for various reasons. So ended up here, good price. I have the room reserved for 5 nights, but really I have like 9 nights that I could spend here before going back to Marsa Matruh, and that is very likely what I will do, is just spend like, you know, 8-9 days here. But I wanted to just reserve 5 nights for now, make sure the place is all right, and it's looking good. But maybe I will splurge on a nicer place for my last few nights. We shall see. Anyways, let's get out of here and get out there into the hot sunshine and go explore. Really looking forward to checking out this town. It is a really interesting town itself, but there's also tons to see in the area around here. So going to relax here for a couple of minutes and then get out of here and go see Siwa. And so here is the shared bathroom. Not sure if it's the only one. Right on. That's good that there's another one. So here you can see we are here in the middle of town, and you have these 2 lakes. Now, I know at least one of them is a salt lake, maybe both of them, not sure. But look at all this stuff to see around here. Temple of Amun, Park, Island, whatever that means. Doesn't look like an island, but restaurant there. And there are little springs, so Cleopatra Spring, which I think is freshwater, and then there are little saltwater pools that you can soak in as well over there, salt lakes. So lots to see. So I'm getting the impression that lots of, I guess, Chinese and, is that the Korean flag, like to come here. First of all, because when I came in, there were 2 Asian girls behind me coming up the stairs, and then also seeing the language, so English, and then not sure if that's, is that Japanese? Anyways, let's get out of here. So today is Saturday, September 28th, 2024. Currently 89 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 32 32 degrees Celsius, so it is hotter here than the Mediterranean coast. And so the flags were the Korean and Chinese flags. So look at that, the wall of the Shali Fortress. It is just a few minutes walk away. Let's go check it out. There is the fortress, and yes, there are flies. So the question is, am I going to want to hang out in this hot desert for 8 or 9 days? I guess we'll see. The thing is, my options are kind of limited if I wanted to do something else, because there really isn't anything else that I know of anywhere vaguely nearby that I could go to for a few days or whatever. I can go back to Marsa Matruh. You cannot go to the, is it Bahariya Oasis, which is towards where I went on my first trip when I was in Luxor, where the Valley of the Kings and Queens are on the Nile River. And then I got a taxi along with 3 other travelers west into the desert to the Dakhla Oasis, went to the Farafra Oasis, and then there is the, I think it's Bahariya Oasis, which on the map is another long, like I think 5 hours drive, but a straight shot. But I was reading about it online, and that road has military checkpoints that don't allow foreigners to go through. So you can't do that. You would have to go like way around. And then otherwise, it's a matter of going to a completely different part of Egypt by a flight, like to the Sinai. I would love to go to the Sinai, to Dahab, maybe Sharm el Sheikh, but those places are a long ways away. And there are basically no other flights out of Marsa Matruh other than the one that I took. I think it might be literally the only flight out of that airport, at least like for the whole month of October, is to Milan, Italy, unless there are some flights that you can find some other way. But looking on skyscanner.com, then I think the flight to Milan was the only one. And that is what I'm taking in 10 days. And that flight only goes once per week. And so it was a little bit of a conundrum which date to choose, because the one a week earlier than mine seemed too short. That would be like, I think, next Tuesday in like 3 days. And then the one that I'm taking seemed like a little bit too much time, but better to have more time. So there is an airport here, but I don't think there are commercial flights, at least not that I've found, unless, again, maybe there's something that you can reserve some other way, like maybe from a travel agent in town. If there was a flight from Siwa, like to Cairo, then I would seriously consider doing that, and then catch another flight from Cairo to like another part of Egypt or somewhere else. So anyways, we shall see what the options are. All right, so this is the Shali Fortress, dating back to the 12th and 13th centuries, so more than 800 years old. Okay, let's go to the Cleopatra pool. That should be very different. And here you can see this is an oasis, green. On the 3-hour drive here, just a couple of little shrubs, that was it. And you can see not far away the desert, and then for who knows how long, just stark, desolate desert. The Siwa Oasis has been populated for thousands of years, and apparently Alexander the Great was crowned king of Egypt here, and Cleopatra came here. Just incredible history. Let's see what's through this door. So they speak a separate language here from Arabic. A Siwan dialect. So speaking of water, out there you can see one of the lakes. And there is much more to the old town. It turns out that I wasn't actually in the fortress itself. I think that this is the fortress. And so there is more to explore another time, but I will plan to make another video doing more of a tour of the old town, the fortress here. Maybe make like a walk and talk video wandering through it. So the Cleopatra pool is 2 miles away, which is a long ways to walk in this heat. So I'm going to try to find a ride of some sort. Mosque. Very interesting area here. Is this stuff for sale or? Must be. That thing almost seems like an anachronism, out of its time era. This looks promising. Salam. Cleopatra pool.
Cleopatra?
How much?
Go back on the boat.
Yes. Go. Okay. $3. Shukran. Shukran. Okay, so this is it right here. Nice. It's quite deep. Maybe like 15 feet or something. Changed into the swim trunks at the restrooms here at this restaurant. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to bring my GoPro so that I could show you underwater, that really clear looking water, but let's see if my rickshaw driver will film me jumping in at least. Where'd he go? Can you film me going in? This is what you call an oasis.
That is nice.
Real deal. In we go.
Nice.
Shukran, shukran.
Hello, good. How are you?
You from Siwa? Nice to meet you. Have a nice day. Okay.
but there's something holding on.